Good evening. Day 14. About to wind it down here, get some rest, and prepare for tomorrow's deliveries, work week. Really quickly, we're going to get into tonight's lesson, and once again, we're going to look at it. Very practical concept, depending on your level of professionalism. Savings and cash reserves. Savings and cash reserves. Every entrepreneur, business owner, or professional needs to understand what they need to save, what they should be saving, and then having a long-term goal of what they ought to, or what they want to have, I guess you could say, cash on hand or cash reserves. Now, I'm going to look at just really quickly a few terms, not going to define them tonight. Like I said before, we're just getting started for this year. Not going to define them, but just throw you out a little homework. One, savings. What kind of savings? You need to have soft savings and hard savings. Some people might even say emergency savings, all right? So you have a hard savings, soft savings, all right? Then you have short-term saving goals, and then you have a long-term saving goal. What's a good example? Long-term, meaning when you want to retire, how much cash on hand do you want to have? That's a huge question that only you could answer. And then short-term cash reserve or short-term savings. How much cash do you need to have? Short-term, meaning to get you from point A to point B if something happens, or point A to point D if something happens. How much cash on hand? Hard savings, soft savings, emergency savings, short-term savings, long-term savings.
Dad, you have a flashlight.
I do have a flashlight. Thank you, son. We do need to look at that, because most of the time businesses run out or go out of business because they don't have what? Enough cash on hand. So think about it right now. Starting off, getting into almost the third week in January, week number 3, if you will. And how much cash do you have on hand? How much would you need? How much do you want to have 20 years from now? And do you have a plan in place to start putting aside money? And guess what? It's not about how much you start to save right away. The principle is, are you saving something? Which means I don't care if it's a dime. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $10. I don't care if it's $100. Are you saving something? Okay? Savings, cash reserve. Think about it. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, day 14. You know who it is. Deuces Wild, Gold Rush, Smoking Aces, Dead Man's Hand. Order it online. Best sauce you're going to have in probably your lifetime, particularly coming out the Midwest. We represent hard the Midwest. Looking forward to servicing our commercial accounts here in the spring of 2017 and 2018, actually. We're going to take this thing across the country, y'all. It's that time. It's time to pour back. Cash reserve, savings. God bless. Good night. www.deusewildwild22.com. Deuceswild22.com. Premium gourmet dipping sauce. Savings, cash reserve. Long-term, short-term, soft savings, hard savings, emergency savings. God bless.